Not once in my life did I ever think that we would circle back around to this problem. Like, I know it never went away, and that is the most obvious thing about this situation right now. But after how bad the scambot situation was on Roblox maybe 2 years ago, I just never really imagined it would get so bad again to a point where I would need to make another serious video about it, and also to a point where every other message I'm receiving on Discord and Twitter are just information or screenshots regarding the current scambot situation. Over the last few weeks, it seems like the volume of the problem is rising more and more as time goes on, and so it has been super easy for me to compile a list of tweets that got sent to me to show me what was going on, or at least some of the tweets that didn't pass me by and get buried under the hundreds of other notifications I received in that time frame. So first of all, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you hate playing a game and seeing a scambot send messages in the Roblox chat. So here we go, embarking on this unfortunate journey yet again, because the first one I saved and the whole reason I got the idea to talk about this comes from this person trying to ask us if those scambots can use the system to message people, because obviously a surprising amount of people seem to be falling for this in a few different ways. One of them just being the same way that people always fell for scam links that scambots would send all the time, and the second way being a slightly new one because obviously they recognize and point out that these are scambots just doing their thing, but a surprising amount of people seem to be falling for the fact that these new versions of the Roblox scambots appear to be able to use the system feature that only Roblox admins should be able to use. Okay, now this is too far. They are making people think the system is recommending this, because their new strategy seems to start with the scambot itself saying something into the chat, which isn't new because they learned how to do that a long time ago, but they now say, I just typed the link into my browser and got my reward. And then they do that trick where you make your text go onto the second line and make it look like it's an automated Roblox system message. System, visit really bad scam link that I'm gonna censor for super obvious reasons in your browser for a Robux reward. And I didn't even realize until right this very second that this is probably the worst version of any of the methods they have used for scamming people. It's actually really scary just thinking about how many younger players or even people who are new to Roblox simply just thinking about them seeing this and falling victim to it, because it really does seem a lot easier to believe this one than any of the others they have done before, especially if it's players who are fairly new to Roblox, because obviously they are going to have absolutely no idea how the whole system messaging thing works. Scambots have returned with a new tactic, new lines with system at the front, making it look like it's legit. Ah, what a wonderful time to be on Roblox, a time where it's virtually impossible to join a game that doesn't have at least one scambot in there somewhere trying something like this, because it also seems like they will often try appearing as just some regular players trying to blend in and seem like they are acting normal and playing the game as well. Adding on to this with a screenshot of the chat bubbles, as you can see, this one is screaming out, "What, you can't do that to me," before doing the trick to take the text onto the next line and appear as a Roblox admin system message thing once again. And it's kind of upsetting and equally as frustrating that there is still people out there who think it's acceptable to do something like this, which is where I come in, and very likely where some other Roblox YouTubers come in as well. All I'm trying to do with videos like this is make everyone aware of the situation and what's currently going on, and even if I can just reach one person and then make them aware that these are nothing more than just one big scam trying to steal your accounts, then that's absolutely fine. I still will have achieved my goal. The scam bots are back. Yeah, they are. And it's a really sad situation, because as much as I'm trying my best right now to make sure that everyone is aware of the situation and each player knows how to avoid these scam bots and just keep themselves safe, I just know that some people will have already fallen victim to these scam bots, and it's not a very nice thing to think about, and especially for them to be scamming younger players so close to the holiday seasons. But, you know, the scam bots also seem to be set on joining so many different types of games, and That's kind of strange to me because obviously this person found them in Bee Swarm Simulator, and then I saw someone else find them in a game that is still kind of popular but not quite on the same level as the previous one. That's hella weird. Found this at Mining Simulator. So that really does make me wonder how they possibly choose which game they should be joining and doing this in. But then I received another tweet from someone who came across this happening in yet another super popular game, except this person also seemed to be believing that the system message was real and drew the conclusion that the scam bots must be somehow hacking into Roblox and releasing these messages across different games. I was playing Tower Defense Simulator and it seems like the game is hacked. It's not a player and I can't private chat with it. It's the actual system. I think this is serious and I wanted to tell you. Well, fear not, because I can and I will put your mind at rest, because the private chat situation is very likely something to do with the privacy settings that those scam bots have, and then the system thing is really easy to do. Literally just push your text onto the second line and then it shows up in that format. Just take a look at the bot. When someone found it in the game, you can literally see the system message inside of the scam bot's chat bubble. Scammers are getting smarter. Unfortunately, that does seem to be the case, and that is exactly what I was thinking as well, because over the years, we have had the pleasure of sitting back and watching as the scam bots on Roblox change and evolve time and time again, and all they ever have done was get smarter. Like, I literally remember the day I created a video about how scam bots had evolved to start joining games and actually sending messages on them, and everyone was so surprised because we had never seen anything like it before, but now here we are. What? So now this one appears to be exactly the same method as before, except instead of the whole system thing, they are also out here pretending to be Roblox in the chat of these games, which, I don't know, I would imagine would be slightly less effective once people check the leaderboard and see that the Roblox account is literally nowhere to be seen. But that is basically all we had to talk about today, because all I wanted to do was show everyone what has been happening and hopefully put a lot of the worries and concerns at ease. And after sufficiently warning everyone, I feel like we've done a pretty good job of that. But there is no such thing as spreading an important message too much. So if you happen to know anyone personally who might need to hear this information, then feel free to send it to them. Feel free to just tell them on your own. Just make sure every single person that you possibly know is fully aware of this scam, fully aware of how to avoid this scam, and basically anything like that, because it is serious and it is important, even if you personally have never fallen for it. I think from the amount of people that fell for this one, it's very evident and very obvious that the most unsuspecting people could always fall for something like this. So one more time, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe, because it helps me out a lot and I will always appreciate the love and support that you guys give to me. But anyway guys, think of the Roblox scam bots appearing yet again and becoming so big of a problem that we have to warn people about this happening yet again. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.